Meanwhile, we have some breaking news to tell you about here. Ohio officials are estimating that over 43,000 aquatic animals have died after the Ohio train derailment since February 3rd. By the way, if you're not familiar with this happened on February the 3rd in East Palestine, Ohio. Now, the Ohio Department of Natural Resources surveyed a number of rivers as well as other waterways the morning after the derailment, and they found approximately 38,222 small fish and about 5,500 other species were dead and potentially killed as a result of this incident here. Now, a number of officials are still going to be testing some of the air as well. A number of area residents have complained of dealing with not only some issues with breathing, but also to their faces as well as with some irritation as well here.
I'm Amy Freeze. Welcome to Fox Weather's YouTube page. We have more great videos on the way, so make sure to subscribe to stay updated on all things weather.